This is another true nightmare. I think this is a case of an iatrogenic break in an ROP case. So here is a case of stage 4 ROP, and we have taken up for bilateral surgery. If we see, the right eye is the worst eye, the left eye is actually the better eye. Right eye stage 4B, left is stage 4A. Go ahead, please. So we have planned to do a 27 gauge lens sparing vitrectomy. So this is the surgical video. So we are using, we are using the 25 gauge trocar cannulas here. So we are making the transconjunctival ports 1.5 millimeters from the limbus. That's the standard, depending on the age. So this is less than 6 months. That's the standard. So here we see that we are following the principles: ridge to the disc, ridge to the lens, ridge to the ridge, the sections of the fibrovascular membranes and the vitreous, and this is ridge to the periphery. Again, ridge to the periphery. So again, this is just showing. Can we move forward a little bit? Yeah, so this is where it happened. Just this a nightmare. We see a large break just close to that proliferation, very, very close. And we already see subretinal fluid just coming up behind that. So at this point, we are scared because already we have this proliferation there. The traction is persisting. So we have to try to remove the posterior hyaloid. So triamcinolone was injected, and we tried to remove the hyaloid as much as we could to reach up to the ridge, but I don't think we could reach completely. Finally, we did a fluid air exchange and then replaced this with silicone oil. The fear of silicone oil is the post-operative follow-up, and that's what happened in this case. We can go ahead because yeah, so this I think the first time the first time we just put in air, we were able to laser, but we had to take up subsequently where we injected silicone oil and did do a lensectomy. And following that, please go ahead to the post-operative. In this, we did a more complete, we could do a little more of the hyaloid removal. Actually, positioning was not a problem. The children, neonates, the infants, they often lie prone. So that was not a problem. And the retina appears, the retina got attached very well. The ridge settled down. We can see the oil reflex coming on. The problem was that within the next 6 weeks, the corneal diameter started increasing. There was a corneal haze, and we had to remove the silicone oil soon after. And after that, the child is currently being managed by the glaucoma experts. So, I mean, the challenges don't just end there, because there are a lot of post-operative issues. The timing of silicone oil removal is not known. Management of glaucoma is a challenge. So this, I think, is a true nightmare. I myself do not know what would be the ideal timing of the removal.